Hello everyone, my name is Geraldine, and unfortunately today I'm going to be talking about a hard topic, but I think that everyone needs to know about it. Did you know that approximately 1 million animals are abused every year in the United States alone? That's not just a number, it's a silent crisis affecting countless of animals, cats, dogs, birds, and others who suffer silently in environments where they should be cared for. Today, I want to bring awareness to this issue animal abuse. This isn't just an animal welfare problem, it affects communities and society at large. In this speech, I will cover three main points. First, I'm going to explain the different types of animal abuse. Then, we will look at the impacts of this abuse, both on animals themselves and on our communities. Finally, I will share some actions that we as individuals need to use to combat this issue and make a difference. So, first, animal abuse isn't always what we see in the movies or in viral social media posts. It takes many forms, some of which are subtle and others that are shockingly brutal. Physical abuse, where animals are affectedly harmed or tortured. This is obvious form. However, neglect is actually the most common type. According to the Human Society, neglect alone counts for around 70% of animal cruelty cases. In these situations, animals are deprived of basic needs like food, water, or shelter. Just imagine animals left alone to starve, freeze, or suffer from illness without care. This form of abuse is often hidden from view, opening behind closed doors or out of sight. Another lesser known form of abuse is hoarding. This may sound odd, but it happens when individuals keep overwhelming number of animals in poor conditions, often thinking they are rescuing or helping them. This is not only affecting animals who live in the field or suffer from overcrowding, but it also leads to serve mental health issues or harm themselves. Recognizing the types that helps us understand that animal abuse is complex and can look different depending on the situation. Now, let's talk a little bit about the broader impact of animals abuse in society. Animal abuse is a strong predictor of violence within communities. Research has shown that an alarming connection between cruelty to animals and the violence against humans. The ASCAP reports about 70% of people who abuse of animals. This is an incredible number. People who abuse animals also have a history of violence against humans. This includes domestic violence and child abuse. In other words, animal cruelty is often a red flag, sign of something dangerous brewing in person or household. Addressing animal abuse is therefore a way of creating safer, more compassionate communities. This connection to violence has led psychologists, law enforcement, and social workers to view animal abuse as not just an isolated problem, but as is an indicator of broader issues by tackling animal cruelty. We are also tackling some of the roots of human violence, creating a safer society for everyone, including us. Finally, let me discuss a little bit about what we can do to address and prevent animal abuse. Fortunately, there are many ways to help. One way is to support local animal shelters and welfare organizations that provide safe spaces for abuse of animals. These organizations are often underfunded, so even small donations or volunteer time can make a big difference. Advocating for stronger laws and strict enforcement is another important way of action. Communities that prioritize animal welfare laws and have an active animal control programs tend to see a decrease in abuse cases. This is amazing. The Animal Welfare Institute reports that communities with such programs significant improvements in animal safety and well-being. This means that we should be involved advocacy efforts, pushing to stronger penalties and more comprehensive welfare laws. But perhaps the simplest thing that we can all do to be aware of what's happening and to speak up if you see any signs of abuse or neglect, an animal left outside in extreme weather, malnourished pets, or suspiciously large of animals in one location, don't hesitate to report to the authorities. Each report could be different between life and death for an animal. So, today we have covered the main types of animal abuse, the profound ways this abuse impacts in society, and how each of us can contribute to the ending of it. With greater awareness and action, we can make a real difference. I personally make sure that you, with doing a simple action, can do a great difference. As close, remember this: every small action counts. Each step we take to prevent abuse is a step toward a world where animals are treated with respect and kindness they deserve. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to ask any questions or share your own thoughts after this speech. Let's work together to the voices for animals who can't speak for themselves. Thank you.